This video is brought to you in part by our supporters on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/riffle, shuffle, and roll in order to join the clubhouse and support the channel. Hello and welcome to how to play the domino game, Chicken Foot. If it's your first time visiting the channel, please be sure to hit subscribe and the bell so you're notified about new games every week. In order to play Chicken Foot, you will need a set of double 9 dominoes and a way to keep score. The player with the lowest score at the end of the game wins. To set up the game, place all of the dominoes face down in the center of the table. Give the dominoes a really good shuffle. Begin taking turns looking for the double 9 domino. The first player to find the double 9 goes first. Place the double 9 domino to the side and reshuffle up all of the dominoes. In a 2-player game, each player should draw 21 dominoes. I will put details for games involving 3 or more players in the description down below. Once each player has drawn their dominoes, place the remaining dominoes off to the side. This is a draw pile and it's called the chicken yard. Place the double 9 domino in the center of the playing area. Each domino played on that starting double begins what is called a train. For this game, there needs to be at least 1 train for each player. The more trains you add, the easier the game will be. A player must play on the starting double during their first turn. If they are unable to play on the starting double, they must draw from the chicken yard. If they draw a tile that does not work, their turn is over and they pass. And then the next player must play on the starting double. This continues until there is at least 1 train for each player of the game. Now that there have been enough trains created for this game, players are able to add to either end of the domino line. So in this game, players can either add to the 2 or the 5. Player 1 chooses to add to the 2. There is a special rule when playing doubles. Once a double is played, you cannot add a domino anywhere else on the playing space until you've created a chicken foot. A chicken foot is created once 3 tiles have been added to that double. If a player is unable to add to the double, they must draw from the chicken yard. If they can add that domino, they go ahead and do it. If they cannot, they pass their turn. Once the chicken foot has been created, players can then start adding dominoes on any of the available spaces. Now, players can add to the 5, the 0, the 1, or the opposite 5. Play like this continues until we reach the conditions for the end of the game. There are 2 ways to end a round. The first way is to play your final domino. If you do this, the round is over and you earn 0 points. Your opponents earn points based on the value of their remaining dominoes. So here the player would have earned 37 points for the first round. Remember, this is not a good thing because it is the player with the lowest score at the end of the game that wins. The other way that a round ends is if both players are blocked. If the chicken yard gets down to 2 dominoes left and neither player can play a domino, the round is over. Add up the total value of your remaining dominoes. In a game with 3 or more players, you would end the round when there is 1 remaining domino left in the chicken yard. Next round would begin with the double 8, and you would continue each round going down with the final round being the double 0. At the end of the double 0 round, the player with the lowest score wins the game. All right, that's how to play Chicken Foot. I think it's a pretty fun domino game. If you found this video helpful and you want to support the channel, jump on over to patreon.com/riffle, shuffle, and roll. Join the clubhouse and help support us. For more domino videos, check out the tile game playlist.